Good morning. My name is Brandon Lutz. I'm one of the pastors here, the director of student ministry as well. I just wanted to take a few minutes with you this morning just to hopefully encourage you, challenge you with the passage of 1 Corinthians 13 that we're going to read together as a church family in our CBR reading Wednesday, so tomorrow. And so when I first looked at this passage, maybe you all did the same thing. I thought of all just the different weddings I've been to, different movies I've seen that reference this passage, and as I reflected and thought about it, so often we make 1 Corinthians 13 all about us, all about how we can love well, all about how we can not love well. And so really what stuck out to me as I reflect on this passage and just prayed just a little bit through this is this passage is not primarily about us. It's not primarily how we can be better lovers of people, whether that's our spouse, whether that's our friends, whether that's our neighbors, strangers, whoever it might be. It is not about what we can do to be better lovers of people. This is all about primarily how Christ has loved us. Let me read the first 3 verses. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith, so as to remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give away all I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but have not love, I gain nothing. As I read that, I thought about Jesus. I thought about that he could speak. He could speak so well. He could speak the gospel so clearly, but he did it with love. He could share prophetic powers. He could share the mysteries and knowledge that he had of all the world. He could share his faith, but he did it so well because he had love. And then also, the last part is, if I give away all I have, if I deliver up my body, which is exactly what Christ did, what we celebrated a couple weeks ago with Easter, but have not love, I gain nothing. But he did all that with love. He shared his knowledge. He shared his faith. He gave up his body, and he did it all for love. It wasn't for any other reason, but because of his love and his Father and his love for us. So as you read this passage, would you consider Jesus' love for you? Would you consider the great lengths that he has gone through to love you? Go through verses 4 through 7 and think about Jesus. Don't think about yourself. Don't think about your spouse or a loved one or a wedding. Think about Jesus and just worship and be in awe that this is how he loves you and that his love never ends. And when you think about love and you think about all the verses where love is mentioned, I think of John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son. 1 John 3:16, by this we know love, that he laid down his life for us. And then Romans 5:8, but God shows his love for us in that while we are still sinners, Christ died for us. Love is not some Hollywood romantic entity that we can achieve and get, at least in regards to how the world defines love. Love is laying down your life for another. Love is lowering yourself and lifting up another, serving another, even if it costs you everything. And that's what Jesus did for us. So hopefully this encourages you. Hopefully this challenges you to think about this passage a little differently. I just want to close by reading verse 7. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. This is how your Savior has loved you. This is how he has met you. This is how he meets you today, where you're at. This is how he has loved you on the cross in the past. This is how he's going to love you in the future. So just take hope. Take hope that is not going to end, and just know that his love is for you and that he died for you and that he endured everything that he went through for you. And he's still at work in you. So with his love, just motivate you and encourage you and challenge you this morning. Hope this blesses you. Have a great day.